Honestly, I felt that it is important to, say this. I noticed that the major problem for United States of Biafra government and the cabinet is one thing: they don't know how to blow the trumpet. They don't know how to blow the trumpet because I've noticed that whatever they do, all right, that is very, very positive. They don't talk about it. They just kept quiet. And in some cases, other people are taking credit of that. That is why when you see some people claiming that nothing, show me what they have done not since 9 years, 9 months, 7 months. What have done? What have they done? They have not done anything. This and that. When I say all this nonsense, you'll be like, okay, I thought, because you will not be sure, even though you know that this is what you felt about. You felt like this is what they have done. This is what they can do. You will be kind of confused somehow, because in your mind you'll be like, am I sure? Maybe they're not the one that did it. Maybe they're just, because you see some people, they are critics sharing some of their what they have done. As they're sharing it, they're making people to believe that there's no way to come from USB. But the truth is that it comes from USB. But those of them sharing it, they want you to believe that USB cannot do anything, that it must come from them. And for the fact that you know that they're constantly attacking USB, it will not occur to you that they are sharing it without even knowing that the source and the people behind it is USB. Few days ago, I talked about this, and some of them stopped instantly from sharing this Matanga's video. I've noticed that it has slowed down. Yes, I don't drive joy that is slowed down, but the truth is that we cannot just keep quiet while people are taking glory. This kind of, there's a prayer point that some Christians pray, that you should not plant another harvest. You just plant something and another people go that door. Their point is to harvest after you must have planted. Here, on your screen now, you can see QTV. QTV is a very, I don't know him in person, but you know his role. This is one of the critics of USB, all right, because he wants to see Woto. And since he was not able to see the Woto, then he felt that, there's no need to talk about them, and everything about USB is fraud. According to him, everything appears to be fraud because he don't believe in it. Why he don't believe it? Because he want to see Woto. Now, it's not as if seeing Woto is a taboo. But what kind of Woto do you want? Legal Woto or military Woto? So it depends on what you are talking about. If you want the one that maybe it makes a less physical one, then why don't you put your name and do that? Because they will ask you, show me. Once you show them, they will note it down. Oh, this is from USB, and if anytime they feel that that they cannot act, they will use that to act. Which I said here many times, that if you think that it is easy, you can also use your head and carry it. You don't need to demand what to do from somebody. Why don't you use your name and yourself and do it, so that if anybody is to question, then you can step in and answer this something. Now, this is not to say that you should just go all code, but you have to use your brain and very, very calculative. So the particular video here, I'm not going to play it because I have shared it here on my platform, but I just want to share this with you for you to know that people are somehow. What do I mean by people are somehow? They are actually seeing this kind of thing as something good. They know that it's good thing because USB have, they have done their best to make sure that everything is in line with what they want. But some of them are still struggling to believe that this is all about, getting things done, making things to be the way it's supposed to be, and all that. Because of the legal effort, based on the fact that USB government hired, Dr. Matanga as their legal team, that have actually won some cases in Europe, in many places for USB. They don't announce it. That's what I said. It is a problem on the side of the USB because you cannot just hide everything. If you happen to be Ogenkere or Eggman, I am by now. They will be like, okay, breaking news. This is what you have done. This is what you have done. But we are not going to see that kind of thing from the side of USB. They will just keep quiet. Do you know that the reason why, CEO, why I'm saying this is because CEO has actually touched it on on her statement, on her broadcast, her speech on fundraising this past week. She said something there. She made it clear to everybody that because of the effort of USB, that is why Nigerian government and Finland are no longer talking, because the agenda, the intention was to make sure that everything went cold, so that they can use that to send PM back home. The agenda, the primary purpose is to send him back, nothing more. If anybody tells you any other thing, that person is lying to you. The primary assignment and the primary purpose, the expectation was to send him home. Nobody is talking or asking question. What stopped them? You think it's just naturally, like nobody cares about anything, they just decide not to? No, it's not true. Now I am going to go to Eggman platform. I'm going there not for another thing, but for you to see how Eggman actually shared the same video of Matanga on his platform. This is a man who claimed that he hear from PM, he know everything with PM, they are this, they are that, as he claimed. So I am going to also congratulations to Olokwa. Ndi will hope you are getting this signal. Okay, what is this one from me? Okay, congratulations to the new Ladikma market leader. through owners are back in charge. Okay. But Martin, okay. This is a breaking news, but I'm not gonna read it out here. That's about what Yorubas are doing in Lagos, which is a very, very, very shocking. But I'm gonna leave it here. Now, let's just focus on why we are here on Eggman's platform. Okay, let's just focus on that. I am going through something. In fact, let me bring it on screen. Let me bring it up so that you will follow me while I scroll up and down there for you to see what is going on. Now, I'm just trying to show you how Eggman shared that video from QTV platform. And Eggman said that Ngozi is not doing anything. Ngozi is not doing anything. That is all about Imam Madabo and this is how they lie to people. And like I said, look at it here. On September 4th, this video was shared. Dr. David Masanga addressed the conflict issue between Samonekpa versus Nigerian/Finland. All right, and they were okay with it. They don't bother to know the insight of the whole story. They don't bother to care about why is it that PM was not able. Nobody's talking about repatriation again. That was why, was it not 2 or 3 days ago that the DOS member joined us here on our platform and was trying to make sense out of it, right? You remember? Saying that according to Finnish law, the amendment law, whatever you call that, in Finland, it is expected that after someone is being convicted of terrorism, the person is going to, if the person is using dual citizenship, is going to lose the citizenship, and by losing it, the person he now faced deportation, and he was celebrating it. And guess what? He knew that even sending anybody to Nigeria like that, like no matter how you perceive PM to be, that of course they're gonna buy him. That is because you see, it is easy for Masakan to go there and come out than PM. Why? Not because of offense he committed, but because of the hatred that Ndi will have on him. not genuine Igbo. I'm talking about the enablers. And that is a very, very big concern. One thing they don't know is that as you are showing this hatred publicly, what makes you think that people who happen to be fan of PM is not going to show hatred on those one that you think that is the right one? What makes you think that that hatred will not, they're not going to reciprocate it? They're not going to, bring it to show you, feed you with your own food. As you are cooking it, it may get to you. So nobody is exempted here. So you can see Eggman shared it from QTV to tell you they all know what they're doing. They all believe in one thing, and that is why I am saying what I'm saying. So it's up to you, SB government, to understand that some of these people are not serious for anything. They don't mean anything good at all. They don't mean anything. Like I said, they don't mean anything good. Those of them that are telling you that USB have not done anything, but any good thing that comes out, they secretly shared it in celebration that thing just happened naturally, because to them, everything good must come from their camp. And you won't hear anything from USB. When Wajina was telling everybody that USB don't say they don't have any delegates to the PM court case and all that, nobody knew that the Uche was going there. Nobody knew until Eggman and Wajina went there and make a video. Then, if not that Wajina begin to talk about Uche, thinking that she's running saga, nobody would have known that Uche was there. Until this day, USB have never sent or bring any update from that court case or anything as such. Not at all. The day that Pastor Rose went there, no, they did not announce it. It was Pastor Rose that on her own decided to film herself and everything. You do hear. So sometimes it's good for government to update her citizens. The reason is not about bragging, it's about giving them the confidence and knocking the enemy this side or those midnight mosquitoes around to keep shut, because the noise is too much from the camp of negativity. As long as you are bringing positive and everything, I think it's worth sharing, it's worth announcing. I don't know why they want to keep it secret. Now, let's go through this post that US made today. It said, breaking: more politicians from the Nigerian political parties designed as terrorist organization by Canada Federal Court, bows to the United States of Biafra, USB sovereign nation. Peter Obi bows out. The only election campaign that will be legally allowed in different land is the one conducted by any of the 40 states USB. USB was declared in Finland on November 29, 2024 as a sovereign nation. When you come down here, this headline from Sahara, Peter Obi announces break from public activities to attend to his health. Look at it here. This is, on 6th of September. Obi disclosed this in a statement on Saturday, explained that the decision followed medical advice after he began feeling unwelly during his engagement in Enugu. Former Anambra State governor and the 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has announced that he will be taking a short break from his official and public engagement to prioritize his health. Okay. Now, I don't think you need to click on the link to read it in details, because the point they made here is enough. All right. So please, this is part of it. Like I told you, USB and Canada dishing out this kind of sanction on them. Okay, we'll be wishing that this thing is the American doing that. So you tell you that because of his involvement in with congressmen, that's why everything is good. But this is Canada. I'm just trying to figure out how they cook up story. Maybe UNICEF PB is the one making it happen in Canada in the matter. You cannot lie to yourself. You may pretend, but with time, you have no other choice than to face the reality, to say it the way it is. Do you understand? So the problem, like I said, I have here on the title, the major problem I find out from USB government is this quietness is something they need to, raise their voice and be proud of the achievement of what I've done without trying to sweep it under the carpet as if that thing doesn't really matter when it matters a lot. Okay, I've just mentioned few things that I have done, and you won't see it anywhere. And there are many other things, like I said, from an outsider point of view, I can tell you that I know just little. I believe those insiders may know a lot. Just like why Switzerland is bragging that she have not received any court order or any statement from court, though it have been announced that USB, sued her. But if I believe something maybe behind it, delay, because of the delay and everything. But USB, they are not going to come out as which I don't know why. Please, sometimes you guys should come out and update your followers, update your citizens, because it matters a lot, so that we will not be cracking our brain to know which of them is true or not. Okay, because I can tell you, if not that I have this information before CS said it on fundraising speech about the effort of USB government to stop Finland from repatriating PM back to Nigeria. They fought in a law court about it. I knew this months ago. I knew, but I kept quiet because it is duty of USB to announce it. Now, CS asked that question. And you remember when she was warning Rias and the Dabere to stay away about the appeal, that they can't do it. But if they say they can do it, if they can do it, whatever that comes out, they're going to be held responsible. I'm just saying, please make sure you like the video and tell me what you think about all of this. Because so far, God bless you. See you again. Bye-bye.